Hi Flosstubes, Teresa from Teresa's Stitching Lifestyle in New Zealand. Welcome. This is my Flosstube number 28. It is about my stitching journey, my stitching adventure. Today is Thursday the 11th of July 2024. It is 5 degrees Celsius outside, which is roughly about 41 degrees Fahrenheit. There's a little bit of sunshine today, but it is freezing out there. The breeze is coming off the snow, and good day to stay inside and make a video, do some stitching and hopefully some finishing this afternoon, but we'll see how we go. Somewhere in between all of that, I have to go and get some food. We haven't got much in the house. The pussycats are going to annoy me after lunch when there's no more nibbles, so we'll have to do that. Okay, enough rambling. I've got kind of 3 segments today. So I've got my whips over here that I've been working on. I'm going to show you my whips for my samplers that I've stitched on in the last 2 weeks, 10 days. And I've got my Christmas in July stitching that I've worked on as well, to show you. Sorry, I've got a stray here, I can feel it. Then I'm going to introduce something to you that I did last year, with a couple other people that also jumped in and did it as well. And that is the Stash Sampler Starts. Now I love sampler stitching. I love sampler September sampler stitching, whichever way you want to word it. But it's not long enough. 4 weeks is just not long enough to do a whole heap of starts or big work on a whole heap of samplers unless you're only doing 1 or 2. So I broke it over 2 months, because August seems to be one of those months where I don't really have anything planned as such. So I brought that in last year because there were 8 that I wanted to really start. So I'm going to show you the progress so far on those 8. And then I have another basket over here, and that is the next new 8 that I'm going to start as well. But I'll talk more about that as we get further in. And Kitty has decided to start talking because I'm talking. Where you going? Go and curl up in what little sunshine there is. Make the most of it today. It's supposed to rain again. Okay, so let's... Oh, I really can feel those straight here. Let's get started. And we'll start with one of my Christmas stitching. So Christmas in July. So as you know, I have been working on 12 Days of Christmas Stockings by Beez. Folk art designs by Beez. I love these, and I do have several more sets to stitch. So this time round I finished them all. So first set is all here. Okay, just make sure I didn't drop one back in the bag. Right, so I'm going to show you them right from the start. I know we've seen some of them, but we're going to go through them again. So, number 1. Sorry, got a squeaky chair. Number 2. 3 and 4 are on the same scrap piece. We had 5. 6, 7, 8. I must have got to 9 as well before. Okay, so these were all done previously, just re-showing those. So this time round I've finished number 10, number 11, and number 12. So that's stitching and beading all done on all of them. So like I said, set number 1 is now completed. These are being stitched on 32 count Lagana. Lovely to stitch that. The 28 I felt was just a wee bit too big for on the tree, whereas these actually make quite a nice, when you kind of fold it up, they're only going to be not quite the size of my hand tool, like you can see, sort of going to fit in about this space, which is quite a nice size for it on the tree. So that's good. I've got 1.5 meters of fabric, so I'm set to do the other sets that I want to do. But I have a dilemma. So in the book, I've got the Chanel to go across the top. I've got gold ribbon and I've got red ribbon. So I'm covered with that, or I can do a corded hanger because I want mine hanging. But, okay, so in the book, the cording is done with 498 DMC. Like that. And I probably will do at least one set with that as my cording for around the outside, which will look really nice. The other finish I'd like to do, I was talking to my friend who one of the sets is for, and she knows that, is we both like the gold, which is the gold that's just used in over here, and a little, you know, little bits and pieces on the other bits, but it's used in the numbers. So I'm thinking I'm going to do a set with the gold cording as well, still with the Chanel along the tops. The other one I've been thinking about, and I didn't bring the, no, it's not even in the lounge, is doing the red, but doing a gold metallic thread through it as well, so that it'll compensate the red. So I'm going to make, and I haven't had time this morning to do it, but I'm going to make 3 different types of cording to kind of see which way I want to do them all, or whether I'm going to mix them up and do one set with red, one set with red and gold, and one set with gold. So thoughts, please. Let me know what you think. Do I stick to the original? Do you think the gold might work? I don't want to do the greens because the greens just, they're too soft for a stocking edge, in my opinion anyway. So it's going to be red gold, or red with gold metallic fleck through it. Like I said, haven't made up my mind completely. So that was my first of my finished stitches. I'm just going to slide all of that back in there, because otherwise I'll end up losing threads and stuff. That's that one. Okay, so another one that I finished was 2 sewing projects. Now bear in mind I'm still a beginner sewer, if you like. I dabble. And I can do straight lines. I don't have a problem with that, but my binding, don't look too closely. Okay, I'm just going to put it out there, because if someone zooms in, they're going to see it. They're not the best. But I made project folders. So this is my peacock one. It has peacock on each side. And you open it up and it's just got blue check on the inside. And the inner layer is the same as the outside here. Fun to make. Took me a little while to get my head around it all. But I really enjoyed it. So this one here, I didn't do the clear plastic. I don't like the clear plastic ones. But this holds 4 projects. 2 in each one, and then inside each pocket Now I haven't stitched on these, I've placed these in here. So these are 4 smalls that I've had just sort of lying around and stuff. So Simone smalls all sitting here with all their threads, and they've all been put into these bags. So to turn that the other way, because one way it's too long and one way it's not long enough. And the other project that is in here is my Stacey Nash one for Lizzie's birthday. Sorry Lizzie, still have not finished it yet. I honestly haven't even put any stitches in on it while the last few weeks, but I am going to take this to the retreat because I'll try and finish that roof before I go. And seriously, filling in that house, oh, when you're talking, piece of cake. So this folder is going with me to retreat. I have on the other side, I have with thy needle and threads, keeper of the pins, which I said I haven't stitched on this time round, but I have made a start. And of course these ones just get thrown aside because I love working my big ones, so everything's all here. And I thought at least this way, when I go to stitchy things, I can just pick up this, and I've got 4 choices. So my choice number 4 is one I'm taking with me to start. And this is the Noodles Notions Alphabetti's House. It is gorgeous. I've got fabric, I did buy, where did I put that? I need to dig that out because I haven't put the fabric with it. And I'll pull out the threads. And I need to order the Gentle Arts. But I'll order those from Catherine because she's going to be at the event and she can, hopefully she's got them and can bring them along. But I'm going to start her. So, hence why this bag's going with me. And that way then I've got 4 small projects to work on. So yes, so that was my fully finished. We have been sidetracked. I do apologise. And I've just done a little tie cord for it. I am thinking of making, putting some, metal rings on here and having one where my scissors can be attached and one where I can attach a needle roll or a little needle book so that it's all in one. I don't have to think about it then, just pick it up and go. Because I don't really want to put my scissors into each little pocket, but I think making and attaching one pair of scissors for the bag will be fine. So that was finish number 2. Finish number 3 was my Christmas one, my Santa one. And don't look at my sewing, but he is so cute. And on the back has the naughty and nice list. Good and bad boys. I love the Santa and sleigh. So he's gorgeous. So just put the white acorns? No. Pine cones? Winter pine cones with some material for the internal. And then Santa's sleigh. It's presents and all the green. And the candy cane stripe binding, which I may still, just a couple of areas I think I might unpick and redo it. So this is my Christmas in July. Not all of it, but this has got some more Christmas in July that I've been stitching on. So we'll start with opening just one pocket and we'll pull out what's in here. So the first one that's come out is Eric and Michael's Jolly Soul, and I'm stitching mine on. I need to find, I didn't think about little boards for the little wee ones. This is it here, and it's on 40 count. So I had the outline done, so I've come across and done this and started in on here. So not a lot, so I only had one little stitching session. so far, but it's gorgeous. I can't wait to keep working on that. So I'm just using up, doing the CMC version, so just using, a lot of mine are now on thread drops. So I'm just using up what's left in my bobbins for my ornament stitching, which is what I quite often do. Just for that one, it happened to be most of them apart from the one. So he's in there. I'll just sew him up, just because I don't want to get all the threads all muddled up. Another one that I've been stitching on from there was, I started the Oh Christmas Tree, which is from the Prairie Schooler, book number 183. So I need to find, what's that? Okay, and that's the back. Just didn't want to show the. Okay, so this is the first one I did. Now I'm stitching mine on 40 count because I want that size variety for on my tree, and he is so cute. These do not really take that long. We have done the wood cabin house, and number 3 finished is the brick house that's surrounded by the trees and the smoke and all that. Sorry, probably could have ironed it. You kind of get the gist. Hold him that way, we might get it. That's a bit better, isn't it? These are the 2 houses. There's the snow guy. Okay, and then this morning I stitched the angel. She is gorgeous. So that's 4 of the 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 4 of the 9 done, stitched. The one on the back, yeah, because he's not on the front cover. 2, 3, and 4. So we've got Santa to go, and the part of the 12 days of Christmas really along the top there. So I'm just going to keep working on those, and by the end of, well and truly by the end of the month we'll have those done, whether I carry on with them this week or I pick up something different. I haven't really decided, but here's my DMC colours for those. I'll throw him in that side where he goes. Okay, so another new start that I had. Oh, and I've left my hoop on there. Excuse me, just a moment. I don't normally stitch in a hoop, but because these are so small and quite tight, spaced for this material, I trimmed it. On a hoop was so much easier. Okay, so another one that I started for Christmas in July is Mince Pies and Mulled Wine. And this is by Crosford Rise Stitchery. And these are so gorgeous. And really quite quick. Stitching them on, I bought this as a kit from Nicola at number 12 Stitch Pro. Sorry for the crinkling. Oh, get it out. And peppermint ice 40 count. So this is the fabric. It's probably a bit greener than that. It's beautiful though, and lovely to stitch on. So let me just move my needle. Okay, so Mince Pies and Mulled Wine is stitched. And I started in on number 2, which is called Christmas. Here really is annoying me. Christmas Crackers and Pudding. And I am, so 40 count, and I am stitching 1/2 Gentle Art Cherry Wine, which just stands out lovely. And there definitely is sort of a little bit washy out colour wise, but really nice on this. So really enjoying stitching these. Pick up that thread and just sort of pop a few in. Just bear with me while I pop this away in the bag as well. So this will probably be going to retreat with me as well. We'll see how we go with Christmas stitching. I have quite a few other things I want to take. The other one that is in the bag, and I haven't put any time in on it yet, is the Prairie Schooler Christmas strawberries. 32 count DMC threads. So I think it's that one there. Nope, it's the one with the trees. That one there. It's the one I'm stitching on it. But hey, look, haven't picked that up yet. So hopefully, but there's still more Christmas in July coming. But these are the kind of the ones that I picked up and started really working on in the last week. I thought if I put, you know, 4 projects aside, work on them, then grab some more. Especially once I finish the 12 stockings. I'm going to give them a break and I won't start stitching some more of them until August. Okay, so besides that, because that's kind of been my morning stitching, is my Christmas in July. I've been working on some samplers. So, Martha Walmsley, 1847. She is gorgeous. Oh, I'm doing this with Stitch Along with Susie and Jude. Now, Susie's finished. Jude, I'm not sure how far she's got, but I know she was working on it not that long ago. And this is where I've got to. So there's one rows to go here and then the corner piece. And I've come down the side and I've this one and then just finished the leaves in here, and then there's one more for the corner as well. This is being stitched on 40 count. I dyed myself to look like a tabby cat linen. And I think it came out pretty good. But yes, enjoying working on this. I do really want to get going on that. Oops, it's hard when your hands get a bit full. I do really want to get going on like this big rose here. But I need to come down and finish the edge of the border, because I know once I start this middle, this border will get lost. So maybe I need to come down and stick to my original plan and come across. I might do the base green so that I'm ready to go, like I know where my start points are, just to then be able to get straight into the flowers. But yeah, Martha is lovely to stitch on. I am using the DMC threads. They're a little bit, you can tell they've been used. But lovely colours. Lovely colours. So yes, congratulations Susie on your finish. Can't wait to see it in person. Okay, sorry, I've got not a lot of room today, so everything has to be moved around. Okay, so the other one that I've been working on, oh, and Martha is by Hands Across the Sea Samplers. Oh, I actually, all bar one are Hands Across the Sea Samplers. Fancy that. My next one that I've been working on is Clara and Easingwood, 1875. And she's a sweet girl. Now this came from one of the red boxes from Nicola, one of her birthday boxes, and a friend has lent this to me. And I really want to get it finished. And I'm getting there. I've probably spent more time on this than I have on any of the others. But yeah. So this time around, I wasn't going to. I was going to leave the alphabet till last, but I have filled in the alphabet. I then came along and started filling, I had blue left on my thing, coming in along here, filled in the bows, a little bit over here, and then I came down and worked on the urn in the middle. I want to finish off the last little word here, which is stir. Where else did I go? I filled in, oh, all the borders got finished, the 3 borders in the middle. Yeah, quite a bit though. So there's just, look at the picture, there's another one of these which goes over here. I left all the green for the flower thing in here, haven't done that yet. And then there's the flowers that pop off. So there's the, what are we going to do? The green stems are done. So it is literally just the flowers along the top to go in there. And then there's another alphabet that goes in that gap there. And then underneath it is another row of alphabet in here too. So we're getting there. I'll probably pick this up again tonight and do a while the film's uploading and get a bit more on it. But stitched on 40 count using the DMC threads. You can even see, look, there's my needle still sitting there. Shocking. But loving how she's coming out. Then I have another one that she's let me to borrow that I'll start, which is Rachel. But she's not in my 8 starts. She might sneak in there as number 9 because there is 9 Mondays. Okay, she'll go over there. Alright, so, gosh, my hair is really annoying me. My next sampler that I worked on is Jane Bannister. 1855? Yes, 1855. Hands Across the Sea Samplers. Had this one for a long time. Been working. I pick it up, put a couple of threads in, and away it goes again. I don't really sort of see it, but I did put a little bit more into it this time round. So she is being stitched on my little card. She's been stitched on 40 count. I think it's the Swigart. Yes, it is Swigart linen, and using the DMC threads and beautiful colours in Jane. I can't wait. I mean, I'm still, well, as you'll see, I'm worked my way from here across. I can't wait to get down to these guys. But I'm not pushing and going down the side. I am trying to do it in section. So, what I worked on this time is I finished off this one. Needed to have the red added into it. I've stitched this one here as well, this little piece, this one. I had some leftover thread from this, so I started filling in the last bit of the butterfly. So one side is done, the other bottom part of the wing here, or moth, is not finished. And then I started on the centerpiece here, which is quite hard to see, which is, sorry for the glare off the book, this piece here. So I've kind of come down to about here, but I haven't done the bird in that on the top. But once he's sort of done, I can kind of come across either way or go back up here and do the next. Here's my central piece to get done. Or I may even come back and do these little bits. But yeah. It's amazing when you put them away for a wee bit how much, when you get them back out, it's just like, oh my gosh, I want to keep going. Which is lovely. Because there's nothing worse than picking up something and, oh, I have to do that. You know, oh, I better put 2 lengths in. You know, you just don't want to do it. so you put it off. And trust me, I've got those projects too. But yes, Jane, beautiful. So really enjoyed getting Jane back out. I have made a decision though, before I forget. I've already done the Jane Bannister, and I'm going to put her year under here. I'm going to put something in between, and I'm going to put my name in the year that I finish it. We'll go along the top. So where Jane is here, I'll put her year, and then yeah, I'll find something I'll make in here, and then once I've done all this, then I'll put my name in here, and there'll be the gap underneath for the year that I finish up. Sorry. I hope you guys can't hear this squeaky chair. Got one that squeaks and one that doesn't, and I think I grabbed the squeaky. Okay. Oh. So my last sampler whip is one that I'm determined to get quite a bit of progress on, and that is Andale 1827. Mine is black and white copy because I bought mine as a PDF. I can hear the cat at the cat door. Using DMC threads. Love the colours in this. Pop that down here. Oh, and it's a big girl. Now this is on a 40 count that I dyed myself. I'll hold it out there. She's a big girl. But that's about the right colour. Okay, we're making progress. So this time round, make sure I'm on the right side. Yes. Right, so this time round is where I worked. So I had done the greenery on this. So I have now finished all the white off. So it's a finished section. I did the birds. Finished that last night, and then I come down and I finished the 1/1 wording in here. And I've started, there's a little bit of white stitching just in here, and that's I got it on the other side, yeah I have. So that matches up with this one, so it has white and then it has that pinky skin colour, I guess you would say, that's going to go all the way across the middle. And I only had a little bit of white thread left, so I just did a little bit. So I've still got to repeat these guys here, and the bird, I think he's slightly different, but he goes over the side, and that will fill up that. My name will go in next to Anne's. I haven't done it yet because I want to maybe move the word Dale over a little bit and put her years, because my name's a little bit longer to fit in here. Otherwise I'll leave it and I might put the year underneath and say my name and then year underneath. But oh, loving how this is coming out. So this one here pretty much gets repeated on the other side over here, and then there's a different one in the middle, and then I've still got to do the same as this one over here. Then we come up 1/1 wording again, and I'm saving this row till last. So when I get, if I start on that, I'll stitch that and it'll just go aside again, but I really want to get her finished. So she's beautiful. Yeah, about these probably the right colours. And I've still got a couple of on this side. I need to bring, when I get some spare red thread, and bring it up the side there to then be able to finish the end of those strawberries. But yeah, Anne is so beautiful. She is a big girl. She is by the Shakespeare's Peddler. I don't think I said that before. And really enjoying stitching on her. So yes, I will be happy to have her done, but sad to have her done at the same time. Okay. Let me just think for a minute. All right, so I'm just going to pop down for a second and then back up. So I have 2 baskets. One has some other whips that I want to show you, and one has the new stuff. So just bear with me just for a second. All right, so that was probably for you 30 seconds. No, 20 seconds if you're lucky. And for me, that was about 20 minutes. What I did was I actually stopped and I cleaned up a little bit of mess, and I brought over the next basket and put them on the board so it makes it a bit easier to see them. Okay, so like I started at the beginning of the video, I said about how I love my sampler stitching. You guys all know that. If you've been following me for a while, you know samplers and Christmas are my 2 things. We'll stitch other things, but they are my main 2 Christmas, my main 2 stitching. So last year, I do sampler September, but yeah, you know, it's 4 weeks. So you only get ready to start 4 new projects. And seriously, I have bins full of projects that I want to stitch. Kitted ones, non-kitted ones, half-kitted ones. And of course, designers always bring them out. So I thought about it a lot last year, and I decided that if I make a start, it means I pick it up and I go. I don't have to work out where my centre is, where my, you know, my 3 inches are, or my 2 inches are, or, oh, where am I starting on this pattern? What do I want to do for, you know, it's done. I've thought about it, I've started it, they're ready to go. Pick up the bag, stitch. So that's what I did. And last year, and I managed to find it, I was surprised. I have my list of my 8 starts. And these are what I'm going to show you, and what progress I've made on some of them in the last year. Okay, so first one up, which is, and you're going to see a lot of hands across the sea samplers. Hannah Campbell, 1838. Oh, she's so gorgeous, this one. I'm going to say that about all of them, you know that. 100 threes. And there's a heap more, but they're in the bottom of the bag. This is the project bag that she is in, which is Elizabeth Dickinson. I love that big red house. These were the tea towels. I turned this one into project bag. It's not that great with my zip at the top. I need to unpick that and redo it. I've got better at my zips, let's just say. Right, so this is my progress so far on Hannah. She is being stitched on, I'll show you and then I'll find it. I think it's 40. No, that's the other project. I've got 2 projects on each board. So I have run out of boards. I can't find Hannah's fabric. Sorry guys. Let's have a look. Sorry, Hannah is being stitched on 46 count vintage sand dune lakeside linens. So making steady progress. Really do need to pick her up for a weekend and get a bit more solid stitching in on here. Would love to finish getting all the border done, and then it's, you know, filling in the border, then it's all just this lovely bit in the middle. But we got to the halfway on the border. I love how she's coming out. So that was start number 1. Pop that there because that's got another project on it. I am just going to put that out so that I can kind of keep track of where I am. Start number 2 for last year was Dutch Beauty. And I've been working on this one steadily. She's gigantic though. She's on my biggest board I can get. And she is being stitched on 46. Gosh, I feel like I'm disorganized. Look, that strong project. Hold on. Oh, 46. Fox and Rabbit up in the attic. So I have mostly done the part along here. So got like the outside border that you can see where I've come along. This is the middle. There's a few little bits and pieces to finish filling. You know, like the rabbit's not filled in, those kind of things. Oops. But then I wanted to come down. So this is the next row down. And then I came all the way down to find the bottom because this was on a whole yard of fabric. And I knew it didn't take a whole yard, but I didn't want to chop in case I miscalculated. It's happened once before, and it does worry me, especially when I'm doing these big ones and I'm not just going flip, 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 flip for the border, especially on something this huge. So I found the bottom and sort of went along a little bit so I know where I'm at now, and then came back and started working on some of these. So steady progress. Needs a little bit more love, as they all do. Once they're started, they can be stitched on. Okay, so I'm just going to move him out of the road as well. But yeah, using DMC, which is the called for. It is called for DMC threads. Some people I've seen on Instagram and Facebook have changed their colours, brightened them up. Cozy Egg. That's another person I forgot to mention. Cozy Egg is stitching it. She's got a Flosstube and she's changed some of the colours as well. And I need to catch up on her latest one because I haven't had a chance. I did see it come up on my feed. Okay, so project number 3 is another one that you've seen me pull out occasionally. I had a father, kind and true. Antique sampler reproduction by Cross Stitch Antiques. It's another big one. Being stitched on 46 count hog bristle using 103 silk threads. Okay, so this one I started at the bottom, and I literally had done like this and a little bit along here. So the last few times I've picked it up, I've worked on the house here, filled in some red on the tree, you know, finished off the tree part branches, filled in some red, did the fence, started doing the bottom gate line. It's really hard to see when you look at the book. You know, it's kind of hidden right there at the bottom. But there's actually a lot of stitches in those little wee things here. This part here will all be filled in with this. And I think there's a little tiny bit more to go up here for that sort of roof of that one there. And that is folded in a quarter. Yeah, this is halfway, so I think I've over-calculated my fabric for this one, but that's fine. I'd rather do that and end up having little bits for ornaments. But yeah, loving stitching on this one too. But because I've been concentrating on some other samplers, these guys haven't had as much love as I would have liked to have given them. But that's alright. Once they're started, they're going to be carried on. I'm just going to drop that one there because the book's fallen on the floor. Okay, start number 4 for last year was by Teresa Kogut. And it was Let Love Rain. I love Teresa's designs. I get sidetracked with all my other projects and I don't get back to them. I need to. They're awful. There's so many of them. So here we go. Let Love Rain. And she is being stitched on 46 count Russian Caramel by number 12 Stitch Co. Another one in Nicola's beautiful fabrics. And we are using, let me find the DMC threads. She's not going to take up this whole thing. I think it goes to about here, if I remember right with measurement, but once again, I'm not cutting it off until I know for definite. So do love it on the colours. Slow progress, but progress nonetheless. Right, so start number 5 was Elizabeth Furniss. Hands Across the Sea. I am stitching mine on 40 count fabric that I dyed myself. Now, which one did I put that on the back of this one? Okay. Come back, can we get enough of a shot? Maybe. So I had started off up at the top here, come down the side a lot down, because I really wanted to work on the bottom down here, and this is where I'm at. So working in along those sheep and getting, you know, ready for the grass fill-in at the bottom. I'm on this side. So here. I love the sheep are so cool to do. There is some 1/1 ones, but so far mine haven't been. I think that's as I get a bit further in. But yeah, love how that is coming out. That's really a bit better to see. So yeah, I thought if I work on the bottom, I get all the dense stitching done first. Then you don't have to kind of think about where you're at. I'm just going to pop that one there and hopefully don't knock the table. Excuse me. But love the colours. There's quite a few Flosstubers that have already finished Elizabeth. And yeah, have made wonderful progress. They all look great, and those that haven't are almost finished. But gosh, I'm in no hurry. These things, they take time, but one stitch, we'll get them done. So, we'll get there. And besides, the faster you get them done, the faster you got to pay for all that big framing. And sorry, Karen, I love you dearly, but at the moment, that framing budget's not big. Okay. My next one, which would have been start number 6. Was GH 1857. And she is by Simone from Sodi Idea. Is that? I fell in love with this as soon as it came out. I made Karen order it. Didn't know Karen. Got the thread straight away, knew what fabric I wanted to stitch it on, got started and then got sidetracked. Let me just find where I've popped that one. That is this one over here. Okay, so the fabric's all folded. You can see my granddaughter got hold of my whiteboards. Lovely, eh? Being stitched on Russian Caramel 40 count from number 12 stitch code. Russian Caramel, I would have to say, is one of my favorites of Nicola's fabrics. So we've made a little bit of progress. It's always hard to see, but this is that there is that part there. And then that's kind of the fence line here, and then start a tiny bit on the edge part ready to go and do the house. There's a little bit more, it's kind of hard to see. I have started the house. You can sort of see the faded stitches in there, and when the other part comes in, they do stand out a little bit more. Oh, I'm still debating on whether to change it and darken it up, but I think I'm going to leave it. I'll put some of the other in and see how much it stands out. But definitely loving how that is coming along. I know. Crazy, isn't it? Okay, excuse me. Alright. So, that was start 7. Start 8. Oh, did I show you the threads on that? I didn't. They're stuck right at the bottom. So that one has been done with the Weeks Dye Works. And I have enough threads to do all the little accessories that go with that one. So I'm looking forward to doing those. Okay. Next start. Make sure I've got the right one. Yes, I do. It's done with sampler threads. Classic Colour Works. A couple of DMCs because I couldn't get the other colours. And of course they were where I wanted to start. And that is Ezamplers from the Heart and They Sinned. Oh, I so love this one. I've been in love with that pattern for so many years, and then you couldn't get it for ages. And then as soon as I seen a shop had it, oh, that was it. I was done. In my cart and on my way it was. So here's mine, and I am stitching it on 40 count hog bristle from Fox and Rabbit. So, whoops. So as you can see, the cloud's not finished in the top, but I've left that for like retreat stitching, or just Sunday get together stitching, where I can sit and talk and it's just filling. And we are still in the top third up here, but nice steady progress. I think once we get further down, you know, like the next lot after that is like alphabets, which will go quite quickly. Then we've got a little bit more fill, a mix of fill and alphabets, and then the big block at the bottom. Probably really should have started with that, but it's alright. Do love how the colours are standing out on this one. So yes. Just keep the one on the other side. Okay. So my last one from last year was another Hands Across the Sea Samplers. Elizabeth Harding 1791. Oh, I love this one. I love these. Big red brick house. And it has got I might just use my brains for a second. Algerian Islets border, which is this border along here. Alright, so it's two double layered. Oh, this is where I'm at. So this is the top corner. Come along, zigzag these in my middle. Here's to the next edge. And here are my Algerian islets. Doesn't look like much on there, but there's a lot of stitching in those. So yeah, this one is probably the one that I haven't done a lot on. I do just need to pull it out and get going. I probably really just need to get going on that. Finish doing the border outline and then get those Algerian eyelets done. Because once that's done, it's pretty much straight stitching after that. I need to pull her out. So yeah, I'm a bit disappointed with myself with that one, that I haven't really put a lot more time into it, but that's okay. This one's still not even bombinated, not even, well, thread dropped, some of it, but not all of it. Oh, it's shocking, isn't it? What is the fabric? The fabric is Antiquity 40 count from number 12 Stitch Co for that one. Okay. let me just pop that away. So that, whew, that is the 8 from last year. I know. And I can hear your thoughts right now, and you're all thinking, oh my gosh, she's crazy. She's going to start another 8? Yes, I am. Oh, yeah. Okay. Right, so, and my brain just catch up with my thoughts. If you want to join in, you're more than welcome. This is the hashtag I'm using on Instagram. It's the same one that I used last year. So, stashsamplerstarts, all in one word. Okay, so we're going from the 1st of August to the 30th of September because it includes Sampler September. If you want to use that as part of the hashtag as well, go for it. But Stash Sampler Starts is the one that I've used. If you don't want to start 8 samplers or projects, but you have some that you want to stitch on for a concentration period, then use Stash Sampler Stitching. Okay, so that was the other hashtag that we used last year. And I'll use both of these plus Sampler September. So 3 hashtags this year going forward, because I'll have new starts. I'll have my ones from last year that I'm still going to carry on with in that same period of time, which will all come under Sampler September. Okay, I will pop this in the description box underneath, so don't panic if you didn't get it. Alright, I'm going to just move this basket, and everything is going to fall down now. My pussycats are looking at me because I've taken over the whole lounge floor. Okay, so this is my choices for my Stash Sampler Starts for 2024. You're going to see there's a bit more size variety, I guess I would say, this time round. So let's start with just the first bag. Lovely bag made by Judith. I love this bag, Judith. It is so me. Beautiful things come together one stitch at a time. And they certainly do. Okay. So, this start is going to be from Blackbird Designs. A Heart Remembers. And you probably think, just going to do that one? Not yet. That is coming, but not yet. The first one I want to do out of this book is this one. A Heart Remembers. That is so beautiful. Now, I've only pulled the DMC threads because seriously, these colours are amazing. Really nice and soft. Love the 3 different blues. That's the 3 blues. Like, just gorgeous. And the reds for the roses. Those 3 are the colours in the roses. Can't go wrong, really. So, the fabric I've chosen is called H&H 40 count number 12 stitch go. It's a little bit washed out there. It is a creamy colour. And I know this kind of looks a yellowy background, but I don't want that. And when I put these colours with it, they work very well. So yes. Excuse me. So my start number 1, it may not be in that order, but one of my new starts is A Heart Remembered by Blackbird Designs. I haven't stitched a Blackbird design in a while, so, and I have lots of these books, so I need to get going on some of them. So that is bag number 1. Okay, bag number 2. one that I've done a long time ago. And this one has, get it out, Lucy Barber, Hands Across the Sea Samplers. This was a limited and exclusive reproduction for traditional stitches. I don't think you can get Lucy Barber anymore. Maybe in the second-hand market, but I don't think they've got it. So mine is going to be stitched on 56 count. Tabby cat, linen, wood smoke. So if I'm doing 56 count, I'm doing 100 threads. Love these. And somewhere in here, nope, on the bag, is the thread keep that we got. Gorgeous. So I've been holding off starting this one, waiting for stashsamplerstarts. Just so Lucy. So yes, reasonably big one. Okay, it's going to be another one. What's that one got in it? All right, so this is another series I want to start. Ooh, you say series? I do say series. Okay, so this is the one exclusives from Hobby House. It's the one that they are bringing out, and they are going to bring out the sampler. And I have the drum keep. Oops. And I have the scissor holder. And I do have, oh, behind me, the spool for the scissor holder. Thank you to Judith for that. When she went to America, she grabbed that for me. And I am going to get the, the flat cushion, the book and the bits for that, and then when the sampler comes out. So there's going to be 4 parts to this. So that's why I want to kind of get started. Already had these for 2 years, over a year, 2 years maybe. So it has, well, it's threads. I've put them onto a thread drop. Put my needles in with it, and the threads are Classic Colourworks and Weeks Dye Works. And I have the 2 pieces of fabric, one for the scissor holder, which is the both Thornfield linen by Needle and Flax 40 count. So I've got the 2 pieces for both those parts. And yes, hopefully be able to get the next 2 pieces as well. And that is in my project bag that I finished last time, which has got my blackberry designs on it, my lovely red, dark red mix, and my green inside. I'm quite proud of this little wee one. So yes, that one is the start number 3. So you see what I mean? Like I've done last time, they were all quite big ones. So this time I've tried to do a bit of a mix, and there's a couple of little surprises in here. And a couple were not surprises. Okay, so we have another Hands Across the Sea Samplers, and I have 2 more project bags that I'm working on that I need to get finished for these. So one I will be starting is Sarah Milford, 1834. Hands Across the Sea Samplers. Oh, there's something about those big red houses. And I love these. I want to stitch them in the sampler first, but then I'm thinking they would make a really cool Christmas, something just fell out of there, Christmas ornament. And I just dropped the whole lot. Oh, I need to get myself a bigger table. Right, so at the moment, in its lovely project bag. So this is the fabric that I've dyed for it, which is 40 count. And it's kind of, I've done it the same as my Martha. Very, very similar. Looks like the tabby cat linen. It does need a good press at the moment. That's okay. And I still need to serge one side. And here's my DMC threads. I think I've still got a couple to round up. That's 0. So that will be start number 4. Let's just have a little look see here. Okay, start number 5 is one I've been had since it came out. And I got it from the attic from Jeans. And it's by Gigia Jane Southwood, 1836. Oh my gosh, I can't wait. Can't wait to get into this. My Called For Threads, Weeks Dye Works, and Gentle Arts. So, oh my gosh, beautiful colours. Look at them. Okay. So, in this bag, because Teresa can't decide, I need to do a little thread test in each one. On whether I want to do fibre on a whim eggshell, pull up the colours, which look really nice on this. Okay, or Carol, what was that, macchiato fibre on a whim as well, which is a little bit greener. So I'm a little bit iffy about it, but yeah, the colours pop when you put them all on there. And I do have a third choice, which is Decept, I think it's pronounced, 40 count, and this one is from number 12 Stitch Co, and the colours look nice on this one too. So I just, yeah, haven't decided. So if you think, which one you think might look better for the pattern, the colours, let me know. I mean, they've done it on a cocoa, which I like. Do I really want another brown base, basically? Fabric. Because if I don't use this one is going to go on, just grab it out again. I'm going to use for this one, which won't take all of it. So I may even, could maybe, just a big piece, so I might be able to measure out. I might be able to use it for both. That would work. And they're not going anywhere. They're staying in their basket till they get started, these guys. So yes, Jane Southwood, 1836. I love this. Oh, look at these. Oh, can't wait. And you know what I'll start with? I'll start with the border, because I always do, pretty much. Okay, so then where we got left? 1, 2, 3. We've still got 4 left. And we've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I've actually got 9 projects. Okay. Because then if I need, I can leave one out. Don't really want to do that. But there is 9 Mondays. So I might have to do the 9. Okay. The other one I'm going to start is Hannah Coates. 1848 from Hands Across Sea Samplers. And she's waiting for her project bag to be finished. And all her DMC threads are in there. Oh my gosh, look at those beautiful colours. Can't wait to get her going. And yes, it's another one with a gigantic grass. Oh, sorry, excuse me. Okay. Up here away. Alright. So then, my last 3. Alrighty. So the next one, which I've been waiting to start since I seen Carol finish this, the salt box stitcher. Just pull it out and get that one ready very well. Sorry about that. Is Jane Cowie, 1850, from the Scarlet House. Love the colours in this. Absolutely gorgeous. I've had this for a while. Now, oh, I've got 2 bits of fabric at this one too. Shocking. No wonder I can't find my fabric stash. DMC threads. Okay, so salted caramel. 40 count from number 12. And the other piece, which the tags just come off, is cereal starter from number 12 Stitch Co as well. I'm kind of leaning more towards the salted caramel. But then I haven't done anything on this one. I've done salted caramel before. No, I think this one. I think it's going to end up being salted caramel. Okay. Right, so this is housed in my winter sheet bag. So it's chocolate finish in the yellow, the mustard colour fabric with all the colours through it. But I love these bags. Pop that all away. So yes, who else is stitching this? Celeste Creates has started this with, I think, a couple other people on Instagram as well. I mean, she's up down here. I'm going to be behind, but that's okay. Just, you know, it's about getting the project started this time round. Okay. Right, so we have 2 to go. So the next one is in my Emma Lavina crocker bag, tea towel, from Hands Across Sea Samplers. Now, some of these I haven't finished getting completely organised. Here is all the colours for this design. Let me show you the design last. This is my fabric of choice, salted caramel, number 12 Stitch Co. So yes. Oh, must be something about your fabric there. Okay, so where is my coloured picture? So I've already gone and photocopied the patterns, so I made my working copies. And this is the next one I want to start. And it is Sheep May Safely Graze, Alice Smith, 1841. And it is from Victorian Rose Needle Arts. Oh my gosh, it is gorgeous. Look at that border. Oh, I just can't wait. She's going to be a slow stitch, I can tell you that now. There's a lot of dent stitching in the middle, and that border is got a lot of open space, but a lot of vanishing threads, a lot of colours that disappear back into the background until you really look close at it. But oh my gosh, so gorgeous. So can't wait to stitch this one. So yes, I am ready for her. All the threads are there. They just, some of them are on spool, some of them are on the other, because some of them didn't use a lot, so I wasn't going to go and buy a whole new thread for them. Okay, we're going to pop that in there. And my lucky last one that I'm going to start is waiting for its project bag, which is sitting over on the sewing machine actually right now. It's from Sampler and Antique Needleworks book. This is published in 1994 is the copyright year that's on it. So it's probably an older book. A friend picked this up for me in secondhand market. And as soon as she's seen this and seen the book, she knew it was going to be me. And she is right. So, this is what I'm going to do. It's gorgeous. It's called Needlework Casket. And it is, the original one is a lady's travel casket. Mahogany casket is a reproduction of the 17th century piece found in Victoria and Albert Museum in London. Can't show you the other pages because it all has pattern on it, but there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces to it. Yes, so there's the top, front panel, there's a back one equivalent, different stuff on it, and 2 side panels. So I can't wait. I don't have the wooden box, but I have a plan in place. So I need to get it stitched, and then I have a friend that's going to help me assemble one of these. So cannot wait. DMC threads. 45 colours in this little wee thing. Stitched on 36 count, and I'm not doing mine white. Or cream. It's a whitey cream. I'm actually going to do mine, I think. I need to pull the colours. I haven't pulled them all yet. On baked clay 36 count by Fox and Rabbit. I don't know. I just feel the white looks so starched, but doing it on that. Actually, no, because it's 40 count and it's going to make it so small. 36 count makes it like 9 inches by 6 inches by 9 3/4 is the top panel, and then the rest are under that, like 2.5 by 5.5, 2.5 by 9.5. So it's not huge, but lots of specialty stitches in it, which I'm looking forward to. Yeah, I've got a couple I'm really excited about, and this is really one of them. Can't wait to get going on that. So yeah, that is my 9 new starts for Stash Sampler Starts. Okay, so you're going to see lots of craziness coming up, as if you didn't think I was crazy enough anyway. So that's it. That's my plans. That's my goals for August and September. In between that, there'll still be ornament stitching because we're still in Christmas in July currently at the moment. So yes, there's still going to be a lot of that. I'll still be working on samplers before we even start the new ones. So there'll be the 3 baskets going. Crikey. No room in the lounge for the poor pussycats. Right, so before I say goodbye, just watching my cat jump on the bench. They know they're not allowed up there. Naughty boy. I would like to say a thank you to a few floss tubers that have mentioned me on their channels, have shouted me out. It's been surprising to hear, but wonderful all at the same time. So thank you so much. Caroline's Stitch Corner. I love watching yours, Caroline. You do so many different projects that it's amazing. I don't know how you keep up. I know I do a lot too, but you know, we probably encourage each other. But yes, beautiful whips. Loving your Jolly July projects that you've got going for this month. Absolutely awesome. Celeste Creates. Celestial whips. Mwah, beautiful. We have some in common. Some where they are. There's one there. Oh, that's considered the lilies. I think you've stitched it or are stitching it. And the same with his eyes on the sparrow. And a couple of others I think we've done in common as well. And then we'll have a new one, another one in common, coming up. So yes, thank you Celeste for your shout out, and yeah, enjoy watching your videos. A new one to me that I didn't know existed was Davis Quilting Stitching. Oh my gosh, he does some wonderful samplers, guys. You need to go and have a look. He's beautiful finish of Elizabeth Manners in his latest Flosstube. And while he's on that one, he does a parade of his Hands Across the Sea samplers, books and stuff that he's wants to do, samplers that he's working on. Absolutely amazing. So thank you so much for mentioning me and yours and asking the question that you did about Andale. Looking forward to seeing your start on that. Absolutely can't wait. And thank you for joining in on the Stash Sampler Starts. We'll be watching keenly to see what you end up doing. Another one that has called me out is For the Love of Stitches. Oh my gosh. Another stitcher that is after the Hands Across the Sea samplers. Oh, love seeing all your work. And welcome back. You have been away for a little while. And yes, so glad that you've come back. Thank you. Thank you for the shout out. Whips and Kits is another one that I love watching her videos and did not expect my name to be called when she did her shout out. So thank you so much. Your projects, oh, beautiful. Yes, we do have a couple in common as well. The Virginia Stitcher also gave me a shout out on hers. We have a few that she's doing that I've already finished, and a few in common as well, but whew, you've got some whips, lovely. Love watching it. Absolutely love watching your work. We stitch on different types of fabrics. You do the occasional 40 counts, but I still love seeing your projects. The huge size of Elizabeth Weston. I mean, that's her up here on 36 count, and she's big on 36 count. And you're doing it on 32, I think, but on a darker background. So if you want to see the brightness of the colours on a dark grey, I think it is you're doing, looks amazing. Absolutely wonderful. And Cozy Egg. Love watching your videos. We do some similar and some very different samplers, but I love seeing your progress on all of yours. Sorry, it's a cat just trying to get up on the table, knock the camera. Absolutely love seeing your progress. Amazing work that you do. And even those ones that you are reproducing yourself. Can't wait to see the final results on a couple of those. Okay, and my last shout out is to Creatively. Love you, girl. My thoughts are with you and wishing you good luck over the next little while. She knows what's going on, and I'm not going to say it all on here. If you want to know, go and watch her Flosstube. Give her a shout out. She needs a few more subscribers. She does some amazing whips. She's a very fast stitcher. She's another Kiwi. So please go and give her a shout out. Follow her, watch her videos. That girl can stitch. And hopefully I'll see you in a few weeks. Lizzie the Stitcher is another one there. A New Zealand stitcher that I haven't seen for a little while. I know she's been crook, but can't wait to see what you got up to for your birthday stitching. There's, oh my gosh, North Island Stitcher. Another New Zealand one. We'll be seeing you in a couple of weeks, hopefully at retreat. Can't wait to stitch in person together. We've stitched Zooms, we've chatted, but yeah, it'd be lovely to actually sit down and have a chat. Besides it just being between cameras. Oh my gosh, brain is gone. Aussie in a Kiwi world. Judy, can't wait to see you either. Haven't been able to catch up for a while. My days at work got changed. I've been working Friday nights, which is when these guys have their stitchy Zoom, which unfortunately by the time I get home close to 9 o'clock at night, I'm in no state to be picking up a needle and thread. I'll be picking it all out over the next week. So yeah, there's a few Kiwi stitches in there. Go and give these guys some shout outs. Can't wait to catch up with them all. I think pretty much all of us are going to the retreat in first weekend in August. But I will get another Flosstube in one, maybe two, at least one more Flosstube in before I go. I'm hoping for two. I'm not gonna say it. I am, yeah. I'm hoping for 2 between now and when we go to retreat, and then 1 after retreat. But yeah, I've got lots of projects I want to work on, lots of projects I want to start. But guys, I'm not stressed about it. I'm not worried about it. It's 1 stitch at a time. These things will get done. If I get them started, I'm going to work on them. I'm just, yeah, working through my WIP list, working through my WIP pile, working through my ornaments, and prepping for my new starts. So yeah, that's it. I've filmed it in 2 parts, so this one is almost an hour long, this part, and the other part I think was about half, so she's going to be a big girl this time, and I'm sorry about that, guys. If you make it through to the end of this, oh, if you're like me, I need a coffee right now. We're going to go and have one. So, see you next time. 1 stitch at a time. You're going to get it done. Happy stitching. Bye.